Hey guys, Josh here, also known as MightyPredaking, and over the next few videos, we're going to start taking a look at the Combaticons from the Fall of Cybertron series. Now, the way that I wanted to do this, instead of you having to search through a 45-minute, hour-long video to find out how to transform a certain figure a certain way, I'm going to give these guys their own individual videos. We're going to do the transformation back and forth. We'll kind of look at, maybe some flaws that mine may have or some positives and things like that. We'll do size comparisons with some of the Prime figures, and we'll also look at him compared to his G1 counterpart in both transformations. And we'll do articulation, obviously, as well. Now, before we get into the beef of the video, the first thing I wanted to point out is, as you can see, this guy has a flat foot, which, most feet are flat, or they should be. This one is not. So, as you can see, that they drilled the rod in the wrong place, so I don't know if it's something that I can fix by just sanding this part down so he can get around all the way, or I don't really know a whole lot about drilling and customizing or anything like that, so I might just leave them that way. But this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which is the only place you could get this, except for now they're starting to sell these online in Transformer stores or toy, online toy stores and stuff like that. So you can kind of look for this guy if you want, but know this, that is a problem on my figure. I don't know if it's the same on everyone else's, but you take that for what you will. Now, if you wait and you buy it at like a place like, say, Toys R Us, some retail location, if you do run into this problem, you can take it back and exchange it. So that's probably something to keep in mind. Now, let's go ahead and get a little 360 of this guy. I'm just kind of working with his little broken foot here, and got him in a nice, decent pose because he is well articulated. Now, the one thing that is a negative about this guy is he's really hollow back here. I mean, hollow at the back of the legs, but that's part of, to put him in Bruticus mode, and there's nothing back here, but you're not going to be facing, go stare at the wall. You're in trouble. So you're going to face this guy probably forward or, in Bruticus mode. So, and he actually kind of shines. He's a pretty decent figure. Now, he does have slumpy shoulders or shrugging shoulders, which is part of the transformation, but you can kind of work with it and get it to pose the way that you want to. One thing I do like is this nice purple paint. So they've got it there on the shoulders, here in the eyes. They've got it kneecaps and shins and stuff like that. So nice job on the paint there. Now, here he is with his G1 counterpart, and as you can see, huge size difference there. But you've got the purple on the chest and purple there, so I think that was a nice homage. The reason I haven't done the G1 Bruticus yet is because I obviously need repro labels, because these guys are pretty much bare naked. And one more size comparison is the Voyager Transformers Prime Megatron. So I figured most of you guys probably have this, but I know that I don't have Megatron all the way in, in the picture there. But as you can see, where Swindle's head is and Megatron's, they're almost head to head. So these guys are actually pretty decent sized, considering this is deluxe and this is a Voyager. So that's something to keep in mind. They're not as small as everything else that we've been seeing here a little bit lately. So let's go over articulation, then we'll do transformation. We'll take his gun out. He can move his head, back and forth. He does have, ball joints here at the shoulder, but they're kind of hindered, because of the way the transformation and, things get in the way. It does have ball joints and swivel here at the elbow, so he could even be double jointed, I guess, if he wanted to. He can rotate at the waist, so that is a huge plus, but that's part of transformation. Ball joint at the hips, so a lot of motion there. It's a weird looking pose right there. Then he can bend at the knee and swivel as well at the leg and bend at the foot. So let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. First thing we're going to do is flip these out, like hot rod style. I guess if you wanted for a little bit more firepower, you just... That was a weird noise, so hopefully that didn't come on the audio. First thing we're going to do is lift this part up, because there are two pegs here and little holes right there. Pull that up and flip his head down. Then what we're going to do next is straighten his legs out, flip the feet down, and then you can just connect these guys. Just like that. You can go ahead and rotate that if you'd like. These, you can go ahead and pull down, pull down like that, and these will just kind of flip up like this, and rotate these shoulder panels around. And with this, you're going to just kind of bend it forward and collapse that. Now with the hands, there's pegs right here on the hand, and there's these holes here on the side, which won't be there until you collapse the leg. So you have to stay it in this order. And just kind of make sure that these are pushed up all the way. There we go. Otherwise you'll have a little bit of difficulty getting it in there. Then you can peg that in that hole. There we go. Do this side. There we go. And with these part up here, there's these two pegs here, and then you got these two holes back here, and that'll just peg down in there. So there he is, and we'll put his gun up top, which I think is a pretty cool representation of the G1. We'll just kind of transform him real quick. Just push those arms in. A little bit more simpler transformation, but obviously not as articulated. But you can see a nice G1 homage again. You know, with the gun on top, kind of looks, I guess, a little bit like what a Cybertronian Hummer would look like. And, you know, kind of paying attention to the same color scheme almost. I mean, it's close enough, so like that they did that. And as you can see, you got purple on the wheels here. Nice purple all up here on top. We'll get a little 360 of this guy. So that is Swindle in vehicle mode, so you've seen that, good. We will go back to the transformation to robot form. So first thing we're going to do is pull these pegs out. You just lift up on that top. You can go ahead and pull the arms up if you wanted. You could push those shoulders up. Well, he's got those droopy arms. I guess you can kind of see it a little bit better what I was talking about, how they're supposed to kind of sit up here level, but they kind of droop down. But go ahead and pull his, I guess, shoulder pads around. You can go ahead and move his legs forward, uncollapse his legs, rotate. Now we're looking at the front. You can pop up his head. And there's two pegs right here on those little, I guess, little claw things. And there's the two holes right there. So you'll just peg those into place. You can see everything, get his maybe shoulders a little bit better. Unpeg the legs, flip out the feet, and then flip these little tailpipes or side pipes just around. I don't know if I mentioned it, but his wrists do not rotate, so they're just, you know, they just sit there like that. So, but there is Fallout Cybertron Swindle. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helped you out, and I will be following up with videos of the other Combaticons over the next few days. So thanks for watching, guys, and talk to you later.